up YouTube? Intricate Explorer here today. I'm an adventure photographer, and today we're gonna be taking photos at Mount Tamalpais. As you just saw from that time lapse, there's a huge blanket of fog just going right over San Francisco. So I think we're gonna try and change spots, but this whole mountain just has so many beautiful trails and roads I want to explore today. So I decided to come here around sunrise to hopefully get some kind of fog shot, but it doesn't seem to be too foggy way up here. It's just that over San Francisco fog. So now at this point, I'm just looking for like a good viewpoint that I could shoot at. I think that would be cool, and like maybe see the ocean from a distance or something. I can't decide what kind of shot I want to get. I got up here and there's just like a million different angles that I want to work with, but they all involve like running like 1/8 of a mile down a hill. So I've got to pick one. They're all just massive rolling hills. Like, look at this. I'll do a quick sweep. Look at all that. So gorgeous. All right, I think I'm gonna start off with this scene over here because I really like these rolling hills and I just wanna capture that first. So we're gonna crop it probably like that so we don't get that white sky. It's got this blue and these green tones. I'm probably gonna go stand on that hill right there. Probably square crop it on Instagram like that. So it's just isolation of these hills. All right, so my biggest tip with a shot like that is to honestly just take a lot of shots because it's so far away. I don't want to go back there if I mess it up. So I'm gonna take like 50 shots and just run all over the place while this is snapping one photo every 1 second for 50 shots. Secondly, I also like to visualize where the camera perspective is pointing and make sure you're standing at the highest point possible to silhouette yourself. All right, I'm gonna head back to my car, see what else this road has to offer. So some tips to flying a drone while you're in a car. My number one tip is don't do it. My second tip is if you're gonna do it, just do it on a road where there's like not a lot of people. Like this road, obviously it's basically completely empty. So if I veer over for 5 seconds to the other lane, it's not gonna be a big deal. Thirdly, I just like to try different angles. So like do a top down, and then I like to do a distance shot. And then I like to incorporate some stuff that don't have the car in it too. So that way you get a little bit of a perspective of what the world looks like around the car. All right, so I found this place called Forbes Bench, which looks like it has another pretty good lookout that's a little different from earlier. So San Francisco's right there, but it's kind of cloudy right now. So it's moments like these where you often hear the phrase, photography is an old man sport. Like, yeah, I'm waiting for the clouds to move out of the way, but honestly, I'll probably give it 15 minutes for a time lapse, then maybe another 15 minutes just checking my camera here and there. Then I'm gonna move on. You don't have to sit in one spot and just be anchored here, because I know it's a good composition there. If you're like me, like I just like to be like moving, trying to figure out new compositions, and it's a puzzle. And if I'm just waiting, then I'm getting bored. Maybe in like 30 years I'll be content doing that, but like as of right now, I'm 26, like I just want to keep moving along. So what I'm gonna do next is, I found in the background, there's actually a summit to this mountain. Surprisingly, shocker. And it's right behind me, so I'm gonna go check it out. All right, so here's a pretty cool scene right here. We got, this is a really good lesson on balance, because you want the sides of the image to be equal. So if I have the tree here, I'm gonna balance it with this rock here. And what I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna crop this out here, crop that out there, crop the bottom here, then probably crop right there. So you have this like almost just green abyss of just this black tree and this gold rock, just perfectly balanced in each corner of the frame. All right, so I'm driving around up here. I think the entire summit is run by the Air Force, because there's barbed wire all around it, and there's like a bunch of signs like saying don't enter. All right, so I pulled over. Apparently that's not the summit. That's just the portion that's controlled by the Air Force. So there's a fire lookout point over here, which I think is what I was seeing before. So I'm gonna try and find a way to do that. There it is, there's the summit right there. Just gotta hike up that real quick. I think I've walked up and down more hills for B-roll in this vlog than I ever have in my entire life. All right, we don't have a ton of drone battery, but I think we have just enough to get the drone in the sky for at least a couple minutes to see what this looks like from a drone point of view. All right, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do with this shot is frame this building right here, the fire lookout, with the water from the bay area there. So that way it's got a nice little silhouette in the shot. And like you got these nice little hill and these trails wrapping around it, leading up to it, with San Francisco in the background. Check the shot out. Cool, that was definitely worth the last little trip to come up here. Oh my God.